Okay, so I'm gonna do the F1 2014 Summer Break Accent Challenge. That was long. Number one, say your name, username, and where you're from. My name is Sabrina. My username is F1 Baby, and I am from the USA. Texas, to be more specific. Okay, say the following teams, your favorite driver from that team, and if your preferences for drivers changed from the beginning of the year. Okay, Red Bull, it's still Daniel. Ferrari, Fernando Alonso. Mercedes, that is changed. Like before I think the season started, I did another one, and I said I couldn't choose between Nico and Lewis, but now I choose Nico. McLaren, still Kevin Magnussen. Williams, Felipe Massa. Lotus, Roman Grosjean. Toro Rosso, Jean-Eric Verne. Sauber, Esteban Gutierrez. Force India, Nico Hulkenberg. Marussia, Jules Bianchi. And Caterham is Kamui. So most of them have stayed the same except for Mercedes. Okay, number three. How are you going to survive the summer break? I'm not. I'll be honest. I'll probably just be like, I'm not. Let's just say. I mean, there's nothing for me to do except, reblog old pictures and stuff. So I'll probably be on Tumblr a lot more than usual. So, yeah. Number four. What has been your favorite race so far? So I was going to say Canada, but I'd have to say Hungary now because it was exciting through the whole race. Whereas Canada was it came to life at the very end. So Hungary, definitely. I was in a beautiful place watching it, so that really added to everything. And so, yeah, and I watched it with family and friends. We were all screaming, so it was good. It was really good, and also it was Fernando's best, whatever spot since this season. So, and Daniel won, of course. So it was good. It was a good race. Okay, number six. Oh, wait, no, number five. What moments left you the most anxious and the most excited? Um, well, I get really anxious during races, even races that are not exciting, really. Uh, but whenever Dan passes anybody, I always get really, really excited and start jumping up and down, especially if he's fighting first place, which was what was like in Hungary. I mean, I was jumping all over the place. And yeah, so pretty much all the time I get really anxious and excited, but mainly, especially in the last race, Hungary, when Fernando and Dan were kind of fighting for first place. Well, Fernando didn't really, I mean, wasn't really fighting for it, but really what? I don't know. But anyway, so that was pretty intense, I'll have to say. Okay, number six. Who do you want to win the World Drivers' Championship? Okay, well, I want Daniel Ricciardo to win, and I think it can happen. With the double points in Abu Dhabi, and you know, they have. I think they'll come back really, really strong the last half of the season. We still have 8 races left. There's still some catching up we can do. Um, but if I had to choose between the Mercedes duo, I would choose Nico Rosberg. Number seven. What are your views on the Mercedes rivalry? I don't really. I mean, it's kind of spicing things up at the championship. At first, it looked like it was 100% going to be Mercedes championship, but now it's kind of mixed up. I think the Frick whatever suspension system kind of decreased the gap a little bit. So, but anyway, back to the question. I think it's kind of making the championship a little more exciting. And I don't know. I think it's just being blown out of proportion, especially by the media. Comparing it to Senna and Prost, personally, I don't think that's I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't think that's right to just compare those like that because it's really nothing alike. It's not as intense or anything. So I I think I don't really have an opinion on it. I think it's just, it is what it is. That was a very Kimmy answer. Okay. Um, Number 8. How would you change the team lineups for next year? I don't know. I like the lineups right now. But eventually, I would love to see Daniel Ricciardo and Ferrari, but I know he just got to Red Bull, so let him settle in there and win a championship there. Then he can move to Ferrari once they have a good car. And I would love, love, love to see Jules Bianchi take Kimi Raikkonen's seat at Ferrari. I just think what Ferrari needs is just new young talent, and I think Jules Bianchi is that. And I don't think I would change anything else. I know like people saying like they want Sebastian Vettel to move to Ferrari or Mercedes, but I don't think, personally, I don't think I couldn't see him in that team. I still see him, with Red Bull. So I'm fine with the Red Bull lineup right now. So I think other than that, I would change that. Oh yeah, and kick Pastor Maldonado out of Lotus. I mean, oh my God. I think he has like a contract through 2015 or something, which I think is ridiculous. I think that they could bring in new drivers. And so, yeah, that's my take on it. Okay, number 9. What driver do you think is going to be the next big thing? Daniel Ricciardo, obviously. I mean, you've seen how amazing he's done this year. So, yeah, I think he is going to be definitely, if not this year, next year's world driver or world champion. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Okay, number 10. Any hopes for the last half of the season? I have strong faith that both Red Bull and Ferrari are going to come back from the summer break and be very strong. I think Ferrari showed a lot of pace and strength in Hungary, so I have a lot of faith that they'll come back and they can maybe fight for win and hopefully more podiums. But and I want Daniel to win more races, especially the U.S. Grand Prix, because I'm going to be there, and that would just be awesome if I could see him win in person. Because, well, maybe not, because I'll be with my family and I'll probably like start sobbing in front of them, but it'll be worth it. Okay, number 11. Bonus: impersonate a driver of your choice. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, I'm tripping balls right now. Okay, so yeah, that was my really bad Aussie accent. I know I can't really do one because I'm American, and Americans generally can't do Aussie accents, so there you go. Don't make fun of me. Okay, and I think that's it. So, I'll probably delete this one. I don't know.